It is springtime, and that not only means spring cleaning for your physical space, but also for your social media space. Let's do some spring cleaning on your Instagram profile so you get more visibility for your account and so your audience can more easily find what they need. First, we'll start with your name, not your username, but the name that goes right under your profile picture in bold. Now, not too long ago, Instagram increased the character limit for your name, so that means you have extra room to add in keywords that'll help you get found more easily on the platform. And it is so important to capitalize on this because SEO has become so much more important on Instagram since they've improved their search functions. I grabbed my phone for an example here, but let's say you are selling planners. We're gonna type planners into the search bar here and see what comes up. So right at the top, you can see that there are some suggested search terms to get a little more detailed so that Instagram can figure out what you really wanna find. But right below that, you'll start to see some profiles. Of course, everyone's results are gonna be a little bit different because some of what influences the search results that you get are people that you follow and other interests that Instagram might know that you have. So if I follow one person and they follow this other account that's relevant to my search term, they're probably going to be boosted in the search just because Instagram says, oh, your friend likes this, so maybe you'll like it too. So as I just mentioned before, at the top you see those more detailed search results, and so if you want to climb up the ranks a bit more in the search bar, you want to be more specific with the keywords that you use in your name. Now, since this channel is mostly about content marketing, I'm going to add content in front of planners to see what comes up. So we'll type in content planners. And here you can see things get a little more specific. And now we can see that the original results for just planners got pushed aside for this more specific result here for content planners. To help you decide on what keywords you might want to put in your name, it can be helpful to think about what would someone Google if they were trying to find products or services like what you offer in your business. And that's step one of your spring clean. You can switch up your keywords over time to see how it affects the amount of profile visits you get, but let's move on to the rest of your bio. Your bio, as you know, is a huge part of your first impression when people come to visit your profile, so you do not want to waste a single character because you really don't get that many. To help you boost your bio, here are some quick do's and don'ts. Do keep the most important, compelling parts of your bio in the first 3 lines so they're not hidden by the show more that pops up for longer bios. The most important thing to share in your bio is what you do, or essentially what the point of your business is, because that'll give people a good sense of what they're getting into. And then after that, I would recommend a mix of your USP, which is your unique selling point, and that's the thing that differentiates you from other people in your industry who may be offering similar things. And that can be easy to combine with the what you do, because you say what you do and who you do it for, if who you do it for is your differentiating factor. Other things that you can include in your bio are social proof pieces, so that could be things like publications you've been featured in, how many customers you served if there's a lot, how long you've been in business if you've been in business for a long time, or how many 5-star reviews you've gotten, to build that sense of credibility around your brand and trust from people who are visiting your profile. Don't waste space in your bio with generic hashtags. You cannot search profiles by hashtag, so including generic hashtags like earlier example planners is not necessarily going to help you to get more visibility on your profile. So unless it's a branded hashtag that you want people to use when they're posting about your business so that you can search it up and just see what's going on later, I would avoid putting hashtags in your bio because they're not really helping at all. Do add your business address if you have a physical storefront so that people can easily tap it and get directions and see how close they are to your business. Don't waste space in your bio by including fun facts about yourself that are kind of irrelevant to your business, like lover of travel or cat mom. If it is something relevant, like say you're a mom of 4 and you're a parenting coach who teaches moms how to balance with multiple kids, you know, then you being a mom of 4 is relevant. But if you're talking about you're a cat mom and you sell jewelry, unless it's cat related jewelry, I wouldn't say that's something you need to include in your bio. However, this does not mean that you cannot share anything about yourself. There is another place that you can put that information, and I'm going to share that in a bit. Another do is to be sure to include a CTA that encourages people to click the link in your bio. Even though at this point in the world of social media, it's pretty obvious that you want to click the link in someone's bio if you want to learn more about what they do, sometimes people need a little extra push, so including something like 3 spots left, book now, or shop the 50% off sale as you're kind of CTA to get people to click the link can really give them that extra boost. So speaking of the link in bio, we now have the option to add a Facebook link and a secondary link. And while I understand the purpose of this, I would say to just stick to one link in your bio. And here's why. Because people are lazy and they want to get to what they want to get to as easily as possible, and you do not want to create too many extra steps in between, because people can get lost, people can get distracted, and you want them to focus on what you want them to focus on in terms of your website and your links and your offerings. Plus, most of the link in bio services that you might use will give you the option to add your social media accounts as little icons anyway, so it's kind of redundant to have the Facebook link and then have your Facebook linked to the other link. And because this is a spring cleaning video, I have to tell you to please triple check your links. There have been so many times when I've gone on people's profiles and I go to check out the links in their bio, and there are links that are missing in terms of things they're talking about, or the links are outdated or not working or just irrelevant to whatever the CTA is that they're talking about. So take the time to triple check, make sure your links are working, and remove anything that's irrelevant, because I know over time the links can kind of stack up on each other and you forget about the older ones. So triple check those. Now, if you made it to this point in the video and you're feeling like this is kind of a lot, it's a lot of steps, do not worry. I have a free checklist that will be linked for download in the description box below, and it'll have all these things listed out so that you can go through them once a month or every quarter or however often you feel like you want to give your profile a refresh. Now, with that out of the way, we can jump into highlights and pin posts. When it comes to your highlights, you want to think of them sort of like a website menu. So what are those kind of top level menu items that people are going to be searching for? If you're a hairstylist, for example, it would be great to have a highlight that shows what services you offer. You can even include like a picture with the service, and then you can add in a link sticker for people to book directly from that highlight. Earlier, I mentioned that you don't want to include those irrelevant to your business fun facts about yourself in your bio, but you can include them in a highlight, an about you highlight. So if you want to share things that will make you more relatable to your audience and just find those other points of commonality, an about you highlight is a great place to put the lover of travel and cat mom and all those sorts of things. Other great highlight options are an FAQ highlight, where you answer all the most frequently asked questions from your audience and keep everyone informed, or a highlight that shows social proof. So again, reviews from clients, or even a client kind of sharing their experience working with you, that sort of thing. Now, pin posts can be treated sort of similarly to highlights, but they're also a great place to highlight your best performing content, your must-see content, as well as any temporary promotions that are going on, keeping them pinned for the duration of that promotion. Your spring cleaning task for both your highlights and your pin posts is, again, just to make sure nothing is outdated or irrelevant. So if you had a promotional post pinned at the top and the promotion is over, remove it ASAP so you don't confuse any new customers who are looking for a deal and the deal's not there and then they get disappointed, stuff like that. And then with your highlights, if you're no longer offering a service, you want to make sure that that's removed, again, so that there's no confusion in terms of what you're actually offering, what sales and promotions are going on, and things like that. Your profile is your first impression and your main opportunity to get someone to become a follower instead of just a viewer. So running through these steps every month or every few months or so will keep things fresh, keep things updated, eliminate a lot of confusion, and again, also set your profile up for more visibility and more visitors. Be sure to tap that link in the description box so you can download the free checklist. It'll have all these steps listed out very simply, so you can just check them off as you're looking over your profile and refreshing it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.